Women voices, lending ears, listen, worshiping hands on snakes, audio intensely heard. Women voices from Inanna to Athena to Holy Mary, Mother of God. I am the woman, Earth Mother. Call me La Tonancina.
Born of the corn in the barrio borderland projects of Aztlan, I am the little brown riding hood who did all that she could.
Contusions, mass confusion, worldwide disillusion.
She cried tears of deep blood red.
Witness! Chicas, use your voices. Make your choices. Mujeres de Maiz.
Not from up here, it comes from in here. And that's what's more important, because what I write about, I feel passionate about. Whether it's speaking to people who call me a good lay because that's what they perceive me as being. They see a woman who is not afraid of her sexuality, so call me a whore. They see an independent, strong-willed woman, so they call me a bitch. They see a very affectionate woman, and they call me a slut. You know, it's all these different things. They see me with my children, and they call me a saint. You know, it's like I damn, all the same person? All the same person. It goes in like this, and then it covers me.
Like myself too, I was toe up.
She's being torn apart, sort of like we are now. Like I related to now. Like now I feel like I'm pulled in all these different directions, you know.
The whole myth of, Goyoshaki was that she was cut up by her brother. Her mother was the keeper of the temple, and she became impregnated with the god of war, Huitzilopochtli. And Goyoshaki, being a warrior woman, had I think it was 400 of her siblings, her brothers and sisters, come and battle, and even have to battle her mother, so that there wouldn't be war, so that God wouldn't be war. There wouldn't be war on this earth and in their world. And but she lost. Huitzilopochtli came out, according to the legend, full dressed as a military warrior guy, and cut her up, and cut up her brothers and sisters. And the brothers and sisters were thrown up to the sky, and they became the stars. And she was actually thrown to the bottom of the temple, where she was found in the late 80s at the bottom of the Templo Mayor near the Zócalo, and to mainly, for, mainly to represent the fear.
I am la Rosalita, señorita, frijol, repita, mexica, azteca, my princesa, queen. A tu servicio, para servirte.
I sometimes find myself living two lives. Literally cut and paste myself back together. Man, after that, ain't nobody coming around telling me, get on that roller coaster ride again. Never.
We come from a slave mentality. And with the conditioning that this country has put on us as a people, I think that there's a whole lot of brainwashing going on. It's a whole lot of, my art reflects the freedom of breaking the chains and the mental bondage.
I promise I'll be good. Silent, I'll sacrifice myself.
But who, nobody can relate to this.
The goddess plays a hoe in a world full of tin men.
Every time I come to this, it points out a lot of my shit. You know what I mean? It makes me take a look at my shit, the way I think, the way I act, and makes me realize that I got a long way to go as a person. Here, you know what I mean? I've come a long way, but I got a long way to go, and it's almost like I don't take it so much like, I guess the first time I came and saw this, when I first, stepped back into society and started seeing this type of thing, I almost took it into offense, but now I'm starting to realize that it's something that you have to accept about yourself before you can change it, but we also need people to teach us, and that's what this was tonight. This is like my class. I'm learning, and keep it up because we need help.
And actually she was found a 14 diameter square relief sculpture at the bottom of the Templo Mayor. And I see this as mainly signifying that, if anybody even thought of, uprising against the patriarchal system at the time, this is what would happen to them. They would get cut up.
If you look at it, if you really, really take your time and really analyze the picture, and you see how many women are out there who are both successful artists, whether it be in literary, film, theater, music, visual arts. If you really take the time and look at it and see how many successful women there are, it's that much. How many successful women who are mothers? It's that much.
A war is being waged on our bodies, our lands, and our nations. 209, blow! I'm dead.
Life is political. How you live your life is political to me.
A chica who only wanted freedom. From cold kitchen tiles, decaying wooden brooms, handed down family Bibles, macho men, and all the cholitos on the avenida saying, hey, mamacita.
And what I need to do is take that and pull it apart and say, it's just me.
And I was Sandra, and I was Michelle, and I was me, but I guess I always was.
Open your eyes, see what's happening.
We can't keep running away.
Bring realization to what's going on.
Don't run from yourself. You can't run from yourself. You just can't. Do a lot of self-checking.
Looking directly into the compact
each day is to survive, much less create in this insane, crazy world, this city of lost angels.
Art helps me just keep my spirit. Maybe that's what's been keeping me going for the past 4 days.
So I'm telling you this evening, tell your stories. Women, sisters, tell it to your children. Tell it to your daughters. Women, tell it to your husbands. Women, tell it to your wives. Tell it to your friends. Tell it to your other sisters. Because in that is power. In that is a key. In that, you give to other young women examples of themselves who wish to go forward. In that, you discover yourself. In that, you connect with the Great Spirit. Sisters, tell your stories.
Well, our goal as a collective is to create here in LA a space for creative women of color to produce a multimedia performance and live art show, and also to produce a self-published magazine, or zine, every 4 months, in tune with the cycles of our Mother Earth, who we believe is the ultimate creatrix.
We're educators, you know, the medium that we chose, which is art, you know.
That's why I sing and I write, to express myself and to teach others about things that I may think are important.
You know, coming together to express ourselves creatively, you know, express our daily realities, our lives, our stories.
If we were able to transform all that energy, all that experience into a word, into a painting, into a song, that is very empowering, and I think it should be done more.
Someone's gonna be lonely. Even if it's that one.
What's that? You know, they look at you like, Mujeres de Maiz, you know? Yeah, you know, this is what, you know, we're just a bunch of girls who got together and said, you know, we want to do this, we want to write, we want to paint, we want to draw, and we want to do this, and we want to do that, and we just want to express ourselves, and this is a place where we can do it, where no one will tell us, you know, you can't.
Sometimes also when a group of women begin to express themselves in a creative way, it's easily assumed that they're male bashing or something, because they're expressing their realities, and some of their realities are tragic, you know, but then again, there's other realities that are really beautiful.
Pretty much inspires everyone, I don't know, especially me, and then I can turn around and take this and pass it on to my sister or other women in my life. I can pass this information or the energy at least that was felt here.
It's time, y'all. It's time.
We call forth all powerful, strong queens. We call forth all the strong women of the past. Our struggle started from here, but we're well on our way to the end.
I don't think it's a mistake. I don't think it's a coincidence that all these women are coming together at all.
I see a full army, so to speak. A lot of positive leaders.
And I love the fact that, you know, every 4 months, Mujeres de Maiz has come up, and, you know, I mean, we have over 100 people involved.
And the art really helps people. It creates a space of communication that's not threatening, that's not academic or overly political or racial, or it's something that you can enjoy but still speaks to you.
I mean, at the same time, it's also very enveloping, you know, it's just people of the earth. It's not just, you know, us as Chicanas or us as, you know, whatever, you know, women who's from LA or whatever, you know. I think it's very embracing of everybody.
And it represents, I think, the beginning of a new generation, especially.
All right.
Empowering, you know, a lot of other people as well. And I loved the mix, both international and multinational.
These collectives and these bands that are playing, that all have very much a foundation of social consciousness and a vision for liberation and for equality. I feel like this is the new form that the movement has taken, you know, under the leadership of young people.
We're showing feminism in a different light, in a very, very, very unconventional way.
She is in the Subcomandante Ramona. She is in Cara Juliet. She is the peasant woman whose basic rights have gone unmet. She is engaged in tribal wars against the fascist regime in the Cordilleras. She is down the street from here celebrating her quinceañera. She is picking a
obviously says that it's like a new time for our people, you know, and like that the women will guide us, you know.
Revelation,
Revelation,
liberation,
liberation,
revolution,
revolution,
revolution.